Hey boo, hey boo, hey. It is Coach Janine. I'm jumping in. Yes, I am in my chill mode, mommy mode, but as y'all know, I like to journal. And so something God put on my spirit is as I was journaling, my message today is going to be get to the roots. And so as y'all know, the book I Choose Me, I'm in the middle of packing up everybody's stuff to ship it out. So I'm so excited. But I wanted to read a passage that was on my spirit today in reference to how I got to I Choose Me and get to the roots, because I feel like it's very important for somebody today. And so just bear with me as we go ahead and read a passage, and it's going to be the mission to find me again. I implore everyone to slow down and smell the roses of this accomplishment as we embark on new journeys into adulthood. Over 20 years ago, I still reflect on these words spoken during my valedictorian speech in high school, telling people to slow down and enjoy the little things in life. As I said in high school, I had pushed myself very hard to be perfect and never enjoy each accomplishment. And I say that because I just got my third article in a magazine, and I celebrate the little wins and the big wins, and I encourage my clients to do the same. So right now I'm packing up my book, and it feels so surreal to touch it, and I'm writing the notes to the people who got my pre-order, because I am just praying over these books for them to empower these people the way God told me to do it when I wrote the book. So that's why I'm reading this. It was basically a goal checked off my list, and then it was straight on to the next one. Reflecting on my mistakes in this respect reminds me that time is valuable, and to enjoy the moment. It just goes so fast. So another thing I've been doing is doing things in real time. So like I said, I'm in mommy duty, so I don't got my makeup on and all that, but letting people see me for who I am. Because yes, it looks all good on social media and you look cute and you're all dialed up, but people need to see the real you. And when people understand you're not a robot, and when you're out here showing up as your true authentic self, people vibe with that. They vibe with the mission. They understand that you recognize where they are, but you want to teach people how to bloom with authenticity and be who they are and be unique, and know that it's okay to be you, because can't nobody do it like you can do it. So as I said from the book, I needed to finally let go of making sure everything is perfect and let some things just simply be good enough, because they were and they are good enough. I'm good enough, which is more than what this book is about. We can sometimes get so bound to the image people have of us, or even their opinions, that we cling to it so hard that we try to mold ourselves into this unrealistic version that is not really who we are at all. And so when you recognize that, oh, I see you there, Sharon. Yes, I was the same way. Perfectionism was the way of being, and little to no attention to the milestones, accomplishment. Come on, that is so important. But because of this pattern I've come to live by, made becoming a more intentional person a whole lot more challenging, and caused the inner battle of conflict within me. It meant I desired to have an intentional shift in my perspective and believe in myself on a deeper level for the new chapter in my life. But doing that was a whole other thing. Woo, I'm having a little revelation. To heal and grow from the inside out, to take up space and show up for myself, my real self. I had wanted to break free of the mask and be just simply Janine. Now, the feeling of not being stuck forever anymore was a great feeling that I had yearned for so long. But the next challenge was to actually do it, put it into action. I wanted and needed a strategy on how to release and purge the things that no longer serve me. I was more than ready for it, but I knew it was going to take some inner work and finding peace within. As people know, I'm a coach, but I also, like I said, I'm a mindset coach and a self-love expert, and I help ambitious moms to alleviate that overwhelming self-neglect, but I want them to have inner peace. What does inner peace mean? Mindfulness. It means I want you to have that self-love for yourself. I want you to boost your confidence. I want you to show up healed, the best version you could be. So as I said, I realized that wanting something different is not enough. I knew I was still struggling to be present in different areas of my life and not trusting God to help me in my adult years. Over the years, I've been working multiple high-stress jobs and in settings that lack diversity on a regular basis as an advanced practice registered nurse. This can be taxing to your mental state, because there were so many times when I had to shrink myself to make others feel comfortable. or not want to cause too much attention for the fear of not belonging, not to mention sometimes the fear of possible retaliation. And for those reasons, instead of saying no, I would say, sure, yes, okay. It was easier to go with the flow and keep the peace. So there I was, giving all my energy to people and things, slowly pouring out my time and energy without refilling myself while I was at it. Yes, I was so misguided, but we live and yes, we learn. This is actually a common trait for healthcare and other high achieving professionals to lack or have minimal self-care routines. And that's why I'm on this mission. Interesting. When those are the ones who need it the most, there seems to be a common thread of not recognizing their capacity and struggling with boundaries. When you are a high achieving professional, you tend to work extra hard on your job to get promoted, and you go over and beyond for others and become agreeable in order to appear as a good employee. Then you exert all your energy, your mental peace on your job, and have minimal energy for your personal life when you go home. So now they struggle. You mentally and physically are exhausted, and as a result, your personal relationships and your overall well-being begin to deteriorate because of the constant hamster wheel of feeling like you never take a break and doing things that really fill your soul. You miss important events and quality time with the people you love the most because of tiredness and overwhelm. So this is for the people who are people pleasers, not taking the time to reflect upon what's going on in your life. But you got to get to the root. You got to get to the root and figure out what's going on so you can bloom into the best version of yourself. So people say, how did I get here? Because I learned how to choose me. I learned that we're done with never losing ourselves again, but it's just baby steps. And Sharon, I'm still reading you out here. She said, we say yes to so many things we want to say no to. Yes, right. We are afraid of upsetting people. At what cost? That's what I'm talking about. Healthy boundaries. We want to be accepted, but at what cost? And you know, it's funny that you say that, Sharon, because, you know, I was reading something with Maya Angelou and she said, you belong anywhere you go. And so really it's a thought. And so once you get to a point that you recognize wherever you go, you belong, and that you just show up as your best self in any area that you're in, the rest will shake out. And I can say that it's a proven strategy for me that when I show up as Janine, it's the best way to be because you're no longer betraying yourself, because that's what people pleasing is, wanting to belong, and you just mold and shift. And you get to the point that you just say, I'm good enough right here today, and accept that. And I have another friend, Vania Swain, she talks about in her book, Hey Little Girl, we wear the mask like a cape saying, I'm here to be whatever. But really at the end of the day, are you being vulnerable? And I think that's truly what happens when you don't have healthy boundaries, is you have to learn that you need them in order to flourish. And you also need them in order to let go and have that peace within yourself, activating that mindfulness. But that's it. Yes, Sherry. Yes. We learn it how we do ourselves. Some of us don't know who we are. Right. And when you don't know who you are, you got to go back and choose you by learning who you are and not what you do, and get into those things talking about your titles and not being defined by them. And that's one thing I also talk about, letting go opinions and titles, because none of that means anything when you are up against the wall with your health. Because I had health problems, and just getting to a point that it doesn't have to be perfect. So like I said, it was just like a testament. I ain't got my makeup on. I'm just showing up raw and authentic, packing these books up and journaling, but making sure that you're getting that mental peace and clarity that you need. So that is my word of wisdom for today. I'm so grateful for the people who have bought my books. My book comes out officially February 16th. It's Black History Month. It's also Planting the Seeds of Greatness Month, and it's Self-Love Month. So all these things really mean something to me, and I was very intentional about the date that I chose. And people said, well, who is this book for? It's for all women that want that authenticity, that want to come from being in survival mode to being the dream life that they want on their terms. And they said, could it be for younger girls? I have some women that read it already, and they said we need to go back and give these to the teenagers. So I'm actually going to push it back more to high school students to start, because young women need to notice as they're navigating life that these are things that set them up for success as they embark on womanhood. So I appreciate you all. I appreciate everybody who watches this on a replay. Don't forget to get your copy of this book. It is only available right now at BuyIChooseMeBook.com. I see you guys on the flip side, and have a blessed day. Okay, bye-bye.